Deena returns home and reluctantly takes a babysitting job on the same night. A masked killer known as the Reaper stalks the suburbs. Meanwhile, local Sheriff Rodney Arnold receives mysterious packages containing snuff films and clues about a series of murders, setting off a chilling scavenger hunt investigation that intersects with Deena's night of terror. The film's central protagonist, Deena, played by Jessica Clement, is the final girl archetype. Resourceful, determined, and emotionally grounded. Clement delivers one of the stronger lead performances in the film, anchoring otherwise familiar horror beats with genuine tension and sympathy. Sheriff Rodney Arnold, played by Robbins, serves as the secondary lead, embodying a weary but dogged investigator whose personal stakes deepen as the night unfolds. As for antagonists, the Reaper is a masked killer, and reminds us of classic slasher menace, but with an obsession for capturing the hunt and his victims' last moments alive, on tape. As a villain, he's visually striking and a bit comical, to put it bluntly, but he gets the job done. The plot blends elements of 80s slashers with mystery thriller pacing. It kicks off effectively with early end scenes and escalating tension. The setup of the film is intriguing, especially the opening sequence. The final act is far too convoluted for my liking. The film tries to be far smarter than it actually is, and that to me is what takes me out of the film at the end of the day. The script is ambitious, fusing whodunit elements with the slasher genre. At first, it genuinely builds intrigue, but eventually falls flat under the weight of its own aspirations. Dialogue in Night of the Reaper is serviceable but rarely elevates the material. Jessica Clement gives a solid performance as Deena. She balances vulnerability with tenacity, making her an engaging lead to follow through danger. Robbins brings a sturdy screen presence as the sheriff, though some secondary characters, such as local teens or deputies, could have been better developed. Some of the scares are reminiscent of classic horror films. The opening sequence is by far my favorite out of the entire film, but that is also part of the problem. Some scenes in the opening give the impression that this might be a supernatural horror, but we learn later on that there is nothing supernatural about this film. This is, unfortunately, what happens when the aspirations of the filmmakers exceed common sense. That being said, if you look past this, there are some decent horror elements present. The film also tries to build unease instead of going for all-out gore. Night of the Reaper is an ambitious indie horror that delivers compelling first acts, solid lead performances, and atmospheric sound and visuals. It shines when building suspense and channeling retro vibes. However, narrative inconsistencies and an overcomplicated finale hold it back from being a truly standout entry in the genre. Horror fans who enjoy homage to classic slashers with a mystery twist will find much to appreciate, even if the film doesn't fully stick the landing. But the question is, should you watch it? Yes, especially if you're into horror with nostalgic elements and atmospheric tension, but go in prepared for a divisive plot and some head-scratching moments. If you liked this review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more horror film breakdowns and movie reactions.